Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with episode number 44 of the Ironman series, a series in which, of course, I am doing my best to stay alive. Got a little snakeling friend a couple episodes ago. On top of that, the total level is looking immense at this point at 2040. Bank also is absolutely killing it in value, and we're starting to get some really good PvM upgrades. So in this episode, going to continue down that line a good bit. Do want to do my first Chambers of Xeric kill. On top of that, I would like to push my total a bit further with some rune crafting and some smithing. Rune crafting is going to require Sins of the Father because honestly the AFK essence that you can get from that quest is just amazing, so I'm going to need those for ZMI. But towards the end of last episode I did acquire a good cash stack, so I think I'm going to go ahead and spend it all as soon as I get it, because that's typically how it goes on the Iron. I haven't been to the Throne of Miscellanea in quite a while, so they are going to be very upset with me, and I'm going to have to rake a lot of weeds and pay them a lot of money. On top of that, I'm going to need to buy some gold ore, and I'm also going to buy some iron ore and coal, so that way I can go ahead and make a lot of cannonballs and gold for my smithing level. So, gonna be painful times. I'm not looking forward to seeing how low my favor is at Kingdom. This is gonna be painful. Alright, I'm putting the over under like 65. We'll see. Wow, I was off. Okay, so I've been wasting a good bit of money here at Miscellanea. Ideally, I'm already out of money, I think. Yeah, I know I mentioned recently I haven't been too good at my farm runs because I've just been killing a lot of Zora whenever I've been on, and other than that, I'll just AFK and kind of build up a GP stack because I've been needing that desperately. But I didn't know I've neglected them that much. So I've been doing a better job recently. I'll try to keep up on it. For the majority of the time on the account, I've been very good with my farming. I mean, you know, I'm up to 90 farming. I don't even do trees really for the most part, other than my contracts that I'll get. Gonna help these people out and then just give them all my money here in a second. I've raked enough weeds. The people of the kingdom now have their trust in me. And I'm gonna collect from Advisor Grimm. I'm not really sure here on what kind of loot I'll be expecting. I actually did expect a bit more. I know I said I didn't really expect anything, but that's pretty disappointing. I guess I ran out of money long ago. So yeah, let me go ahead and deposit and give them... I'm not going to give them a lot of money. Typically, I'll come here and I'll just drop off a boatload. But as you saw before, that also leads to me then wasting some money. So I'm going to only go with 1.2 mil. Something to keep them happy, you know, keep the people going. But those herbs that I got are going to be somewhat helpful. I don't know if it's going to be this episode, but sometime soon, I'd imagine I'm going to have to go through my little herb lore collection because at this point, I'm kind of stacking up a lot of things and need to move them on out of here. So right now, making some adamant bolts as I prepare for my first ever Chambers of Xeric run. Should be a good time. I haven't done any yet on the account. Was kind of hoping I'd get a blowpipe first, but because Zora is just being so mean to me and just isn't going to let me get the spoon drop that I rightfully deserve, I'll go ahead and do some on my own. So kind of the plan right now. Looking at my friend's gear setup, he has a nice little Ironman. I don't think I'm that far behind. Of course, the blowpipe is one thing I'm missing. Beyond that, though, I feel like I have a pretty comparable gear setup, so I can actually get going here. I think in the near term, my goal is going to be to get the range and the mage prayer, augury, and rigor. I think that would be an absolutely great time. Beyond that, I actually don't even know what people put as their goal for Chambers of Xeric because it's just so hard to have a goal for it. The drop rates here are just so high that it's hard to just casually get a drop. So yeah, I kind of got to put my heart and soul into it, but it's so hard to do that when everything's just such a high drop rate. So hopefully the spoon is within our grasp. We'll see how it's going. A little nervous, but excited. 25% left here on the Ulm. It was a pretty scuffed chamber, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the time up there, 32 minutes isn't anything to be proud of. Had to learn a lot of things, and oh my, beautiful timing there on that death. Had to learn a little bit in terms of the prepping. I've never done that, of course, on an Ironman before, so it was a lot to take in. However, the white chest is soon on the way. Oh, that's my second Chambers. All right. I guess at some point I've leached through here before, but yeah, I've never actually done a real chamber. But okay, 2KC, yeah, just how I planned it. Shake my head, no purple chest. Yeah, I mean, 14 Ranar, so guess I'll take it. And here I am with the first raids drop. Had to re-record my audio because it got butchered, but did manage to see an ancestral robe top at a very low KC, which I was happy with. At the time, we didn't even know if we were free-for-alling or splitting, but we ended up splitting it out, which was really fun. Managed to make myself a nice 18 mil. Typically, I enjoy splits a lot more just because then, you know, you always kind of feel involved. It's a bit more consistent. Even then, I've never seen a twisted bow, so if the first time I see a twisted bow, it's just going to go entirely to someone else, it would make me feel a little bad, you know. I don't really need the money, like, I don't care too much about that. I just want to be involved in a big drop like that. I think it's fun. It's nice. Whether or not it's in my name, I don't really worry too much. Obviously, it'd be nice, but at the same time, I feel like I've been getting a lot better at chambers and kind of getting my groove here. I did a decent amount back in the day. I'm not really that good. There's a lot of things that I'm realizing aren't meta anymore, but it's a lot of fun to learn. What is this? Before using this app, please read and accept our terms of use, privacy policy, and user license agreement. By accepting, you agree to these documents. Let me click on them. What we got here? What is all of this? End user license agreement. All right, definitely going to read all this. So, important notice to all users. If you do not agree, please click a no or exit button and do not use the software in any way. We will not license the software to you, and you will be permitted to uninstall, download, access, or copy. All I want to know, does this get rid of the bots? Is this what gets rid of the bots? They can't read, right? They don't know any of this? See what they got. Dead Man Reborn. Damn it. Damn it, I thought this was the end of the bots. I thought they were all going to be gone. Fine, I'll accept even though it doesn't get rid of the bots. So sadly, bots are still existing in the game, but the hardcore Ironman will go on. We will continue to fight the good fight out here. Right now, AFKing some neck reels, working on my Slayer a little bit, trying to get a nice boss task in that regard. Preferably Cerberus is really what I'm looking for. But I did have a nice little, I guess you could call it nightmare. I mean, honestly, I wasn't that distraught. But last night I did have a dream that I died AFKing. So, you know, you got to be on my toes today. So when I died in my dream, I was AFKing on a Slayer task, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense for me, but the reason I died was because instead of a Ring of Life, I was wearing a tuna. So, note to self, always keep on the Ring of Life, never equip the tuna. As long as I do that, I think the account will stay in good standing. And before someone mentions, why aren't you bursting or barraging my neck reels? I mean, really, are you really gonna, who's gonna comment that? Are you serious? Look at my name. What do you think I'm doing here? Just smashed through a level right there with 96 defense, AFKing, doing a little bit of Dagonoth killing. I've decided to go ahead and get my defense up a good bit. I think it's going to be helpful going forward because the skill cape perk is essentially just an endless Ring of Life, so I can always wear that and then get good prayer bonuses. And on top of that, then I'll actually be motivated to wear a Berserker ring at that point because I can imbue it and get some good bonuses that way too. So it unlocks a little bit more for me than the attack levels would. Of course, the attack levels do give you a little bit more offensive bonuses, but on a hardcore, I think defensive bonus is just as important anyway. So happy to keep pushing forward with the defense levels at the moment. I don't know if that got me up to 121 combat. I mean, you would think by where my 0.05 is that it did, but I feel like I was already 121, so I'm not sure. Nonetheless, getting closer to level 126, I mean, you know, the very glaring levels are going to be needed at some point, but the Sanctifier's been helping a little bit recently with the ashes and stuff like that. That gets me a little bit of passive prayer XP, so I've been happy to add that to my Slayer attire. Also, don't know why I have this cash stack, but the last Neckreels task was really good. I'm not going to lie, this wasn't even the full task, and I high-alked like 800k worth of stuff. I think it might pay a little bit better to just AFK it with melee. Maybe I'm just convincing myself of that, but I do pick up a lot more and really get a lot more from the task, so we'll see about that. So I'm really enjoying Slayer though. It's been a while since I've really been on the grind here. I've been focused on a lot of other things, but I will have to put that aside at some point because I'm going to need to do Sins of the Father. It does sound kind of terrifying because last time I did Sins of the Father, it was kind of scary on my main account. I mean, I completed it first go, but I got very low on food. So given that it was kind of hard for me on a maxed account with a ton of different, you know, uniques that I don't have now, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a test, but I think I'm ready for it. Well, near the end of A Taste of Hope right now, I'm going to go ahead and complete one of the quests, the last quest that I need to go then on to Sins of the Father, and after that point, then I'll be able to get my nice AFK essence that I can mine, so kind of the main goal. Beyond that, I did find a shooting star, which is pretty cool before this quest, and I did finish it, and that was my first experience ever with one of those. Pretty disappointed that the little child that popped out of it in RS3 didn't pop out this time, but it's okay. Slowly reclaiming my faith in the game with a taste of hope here and 265 quest points. The boss fight there was a little bit nerve-wracking just because I didn't really know what I was doing going into it, and I forgot to teleport, so I was just kind of panicking, so I can only imagine what the next boss fight is going to be like. Alright, getting a little cocky here, but I think this is gonna be the end. Oh my goodness. Oh my, yeah, this is gonna be the end of my hardcore. Oh my goodness! Every single time he's just sniping me. Oh my god. Well, I started this clip thinking that this was gonna be a swift end to the kill. Little did I know. That was actually kind of tough. Alright, well, that was a little bit more terrifying than I initially thought it was going to be. I mean, initially when I came into the quest, I actually thought it'd be a little scary. Then after I watched the preview of the fight, I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. I'm just playing it up more than it is. But there at the end, I mean, you could tell I was a little nervous about it. But this should be the end, and then I'll be able to go mine my endless AFK essence. I'm not sure what all has to happen and who all has to die before this, but we'll see. Since the father completed 2 quest points, access to Darkmeyer, a tome of experience, which I actually had a little bit of before from the last quest, so getting some nice runecrafting XP out here while we're at it. Access to Blisterwood equipment and the Draken's Medallion Darkmeyer teleport. So, don't have that on me, or I'd go ahead and utilize that right now. I'll come back with a clip here in a second whenever I go and start to mine some of those essence and kind of show what they're all about. But for now, getting some more runecrafting experience. 15k? Oh my god, I didn't expect that. I didn't know I was going to get this much. Oh my goodness, 45k runecrafting XP. Man, well, I mean, essentially just paid off for all my time questing right there with some nice runecrafting XP. I mean, honestly, if I considered that as runecrafting instead of questing, that would be worthwhile. I enjoyed that. So, and now actually going to get on to the regular runecrafting content. So after a good bit of AFK, I think I have more than enough day-old shards for the moment. Stacked up a good 27,000. Not sure who I have to talk to over here. I think it is this person if I remember correctly. Alright, long chat here with my buddy. Apparently I can just convert shards right there, so throw them all on over. Your bank's too no! Alright, 3rd time's a charm. There we go. Converts 27,000 shards on over to essence, and they will be in my bank. So I can now give that a go. Excited to go try it out, and I think I'll do so right now. I don't know. I guess this is worthy of a clip. Me just being out here nice and sad, doing my best Jack Sparrow impression. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I will say, I don't really want anything too much here, so I'm not disappointed because I had no expectations, but I mean, I don't have anything that I can put in my house yet in terms of a jar, so I mean, kind of a bright side there. Well, after just complaining about not getting any drops, there's an actual drop, nice little Kraken tentacle that I can add to my collection to use more tentacle whips going forward. So earlier on, I actually did get a Kraken tentacle for Big Lad Chad. This dude came in and crashed me, and he was just like AFK splashing the Kraken. And so I came back from after I had left, and then I came back and was messing with his AFK just to kind of, you know, mess with him a little bit, have a good time. Then I came back and saw that he had left, so I just came in, started killing it, and yeah, then went ahead and got a Kraken tentacle. Luckily, he didn't come back to get it because, I mean, I hate his guts, so I'd hate to see that. But I tried to offer it to my stream. No one came here. I had to watch it go away. So I'm glad I could replace it with one of my own. So I just got here and testing out the Day-All Essence. My regular inventory with regular pure essence was just a little bit under 600 total XP, and as you can see here from the first inventory, almost 600 XP on that drop alone. So going to definitely bump up my XP per hour by a good bit. Of course, there was some added input time that, you know, it took to be able to get these essence. At the end of the day, I've done a video comparing Day-All Essence versus regular pure essence. If you want to check that out, link will be down below. Pretty good video in my opinion, but very helpful in the sense that it tells you that they all aren't necessarily worthwhile in the sense that your time spent there isn't going to be recouped with the rune crafting that you'll do with them. However, it is AFK to go ahead and mine those essence, so it's not really the same. Like whenever you're running rune crafting, of course you can't AFK, so the time and the input effort that you have to put in is a lot higher than if you're just AFK mining some Day-All essence. So personally, I think they're very worthwhile for most players if you like a little bit of AFK, myself included. I think they're great. Also, the burnout that you start to feel with rune crafting because the levels come so slow isn't as big of a factor. Of course, you know, you're not really accounting for the time that you spent mining, but at the end of the day, the time you spent mining was, you know, kind of enjoyable, while if you're doing rune crafting, and especially like a lava runes or something like that, it's so bad. Happy to be able to put that to work. Does it mean that I'm going to be pushing, you know, 77 rune crafting anytime soon? I mean, in theory it should, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not rushing to bloods for any particular reason at the moment. I'm just trying to get my rune crafting up because honestly, it is just extremely lacking in terms of my account. So doing what I can out here. We'll see how far I can get before I actually do burn out though. Well, looks like we got a little drop here, a Dex Prayer Scroll for C9. We are doing free-for-all for this at the moment, though, so no split there, although I'm not really sure what a Dex actually splits out to anymore, so not too sad, I guess. Wish, of course, I could have gotten it for myself, but yeah, again, yeah, points, I didn't have too many, only 21% of the 33 that I should have, so yeah, kind of undeserved if I would have gotten it, but gonna be the last raid of the night. Pretty happy with where I'm at, 19 KC overall, so moving on up there. Still no purple chest, though, which is very sage, very sage. And here we are with a beautiful 96 woodcutting, just pushing that skill ever closer to 99. A mil XP at this point until my next level, so getting pretty steep at this point. It's a pretty sad one to get up to 99. Honestly, I love woodcutting. It's such a great skill. Maybe not a lot of depth to it, but I enjoy it. I think that's kind of why I'm working towards 77 rune crafting, so that my next one can be blood runes. Is this big lag? What is going on? Oh my, I don't know if that was world lag. That guy was just gone by the time Anyways, that was wild what I just saw right there. Hopefully that's not going to happen much more today. Gonna do my Tears of Gothics right now and go ahead and get a rune crafting level for you. While I'm here, I would like to talk about how the account hasn't done as much scary stuff as maybe people would like. I understand, you know, at the end of the day, essentially where I'm at in my account, the next most logical PvM steps for me are raids for my prayers and Zora for the blowpipe. So it's just kind of where I'm stuck at. It's not really my choice or anything like that. I'd rather do other sort of scarier bosses, no doubt. In addition to that, you see a lot of skilling because honestly, you know, I enjoy playing the game while I do other stuff, and I don't only play the game all day, you know, I do other things. So during those other things, I then do a lot of skilling, and you see that progress as well. With PvM, I do have a lot of fun doing it, and if you guys ever want to see more of it, you're more than welcome to check out my stream down below. I stream 5 days a week over on Twitch, also have face cam, so you know, you could stop by and say hi if you're into that type of stuff. But, I mean, with PvM, there's just not as many clips so you're going to get late game. So I could understand some of the frustrations, but honestly, I'm having a great time, and my account is a ton of fun, and I've been enjoying it. So I'm not really pressed by it. I know some people might be. So just wanted to clear the air there, but gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of this game, and that'll get me up to 70 rune crafting, because I did a decent bit with the Dale Essence. I don't really mind ZMI. I think it's pretty doable, and it's also nice because I get some usable runes for my iron as well. Ooh, big lag again. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Seems like the friends chat is lagging as well, so it might be a universal thing. By the way, if you'd like to join the friends chat, feel free to, smalexplamp, and you can also apply to the CC. There's a link to that down below if you'd like. Plenty of places to stay in touch with me and others, but right there, 70 rune crafting, such a nice level, finally up to base 70s, long awaited. Thankfully for the Dale Essence, just making it a little bit easier on me. I can now receive 6 mind runes if I'd like, or 3 fire runes. No real need for that at the moment, but enjoying a nice round level there, and I think that's where we're going to end off this video. Don't know where I just teleported. Try again. Up to 2048 total, almost 150 mil total XP, and the bank value is a little bit above 350 mil, so doing really good in terms of the hardcore. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Anything you'd like to let me know or others, would love to hear it down below in a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. We'll be streaming some raids right after this video goes live, so if you want to check it out, feel free, link down below. But with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.